Welcome to this latest video blog from Fusion IM. Joining me today is Executive Chairman Steve Pearson. We're going to talk about master data models and the benefits that they have to engineering-based projects. Steve, in a lot of industries, there's an assumption that technology is often the thing that drives efficiency and productivity gains, but you believe that data has a greater role to play. Can you explain why you believe that?
Yeah, a lot of operators invest heavily in technology and put all of their data within a technology solution. And then when something better comes along or there's advancements, then they have to move the data from one solution to another. Sometimes it's actually locked in, so they can't move it. And therefore, they just stay stuck with it because there's a cost for migrating the data. So what we've tend to find is if you put the data in a neutral repository, then all the investment you make in the data is actually preserved for life. And then you can actually bring in any technology you wish over time and take advantage of the growth in technology.
And that means that this master data model that holds this data can actually have a plug-in point, as it were, for any new technologies. Is that right? Is that how it works?
Correct. Yes, there's lots of connectors, so you can use API connectors and all sorts of connectors to connect to different systems like SAP, Maximo, document management systems, data warehouses. So yeah, the idea being the master data model is at the heart of the solution. It's neutral, but you connect to it. So the applications, the technologies accessing the master data model rather than absorbing it within the technology itself.
And when we're talking about technology, we're obviously not just talking about software, but I suppose it'd be hardware as well. So you could have a device that you're out in the field with, or a laptop or whatever. Is that how it works? How can you have that sort of multiple device approach to it?
Well, the master data model works with any device, as you say, Jamie. So you can have a mobile solution in the field. You can make a change in the mobile solution. It then, through the connectors, updates the master data model, and then somebody in an office can be accessing the same model instantaneously through a different application or technology, and they can see the change as reflected by the person in the field, and vice versa.
If you've got, if you're currently technology-led data second and you want to flip that round, is it quite a process to be able to establish a master data model from that, or is that something obviously that you very much support, clients in achieving?
Yeah, it's becoming the norm now for people to take the data out of the legacy systems and hold it in a neutral repository. So invariably, these systems do have the ability to export. There are obviously sometimes you have a few challenges, but in the main, you can usually get the data out and create a master data model relatively straightforward.
And data obviously can be applied in so many different ways and things. The sort of industries where you're finding that having that sort of centralized data that can be accessed by updating technologies all the time, where's that seems to be best applicable at the moment, and where do you think it should go?
At the moment, obviously, we work in the oil and gas industry a lot, and obviously with this current situation, technology is becoming a bigger enabler. They tend to become exemplars in the industry. So we are finding there's a good uptake of the technology and separating the data from the technology within the oil and gas industry. And one of our customers is actually rolling this strategy out on a global basis. So there's lots of brownfield projects and greenfield projects, all using a master data model.
And there may be companies out there that sort of think, well, they do have this sort of central data depository area where they have all that data, but actually it is being led by the technology. So do you say you have a couple of simple tests to establish if technology is generally operating independently? They're very straightforward, and obviously they might seem very commonsensical when you hear them, but I suppose when you apply it to a business, I thought it was worth you telling us what they are.
Yeah, I think one of the main tests is if you can switch off your technology and you can still access your data, then it's generally in a neutral repository. Obviously, if you switch off your technology and you can't access your data, then it's obviously embedded within the technology. And the other thing that a test of it's genuinely independent of the technology. If you actually, as I explained earlier, if you make a change in one technology, say the mobile device, it should automatically reflect in another technology, say the 3D model. If you have to wait for that to be updated, wait for an overnight run, then it's obviously not independent, and it's obviously locked the data within the technology. So a genuine master data model, you can make live changes and reflect that in any device whatsoever.
That's great. Steve, thank you very much. So please look out for more video blogs from Fusion. If you want to find more about how they help with master data models, visit the website and find out a lot more information. Thank you.